Have you ever noticed how sometimes just a small design tweak is enough to get people talking even when the phone itself hasn't changed much? That's what's happening with the upcoming Samsung Galaxy M36, which is officially launching in India on June 27th. It's the successor to the Galaxy M35, and while it keeps most of the same specs, Samsung has managed to create some buzz simply by changing how the phone looks and feels in your hand. To start with, the Galaxy M36 will be available in three colors: velvet black, serene green, and orange haze. And yes, the phone is now noticeably thinner, just 7.7 millimeters thick, which makes it around 15% slimmer than the M35. That alone could be a win for anyone who thought the last model was too bulky to carry around easily. But don't expect big changes when it comes to power and performance. The Galaxy M36 still runs on the same Exynos 1380 processor used in the M35, so if you were hoping for a faster chip or any special software upgrades, this might feel more like a refresh than a real upgrade. In the camera department, Samsung also plays it safe. You get a triple rear camera setup again, with a 50 megapixels main sensor, an 8 megapixels ultra-wide lens, and a 2 megapixels macro camera for close-up shots. The front camera remains the same as before, 13 megapixels for selfies and video calls, so nothing new there either. One detail fans are really waiting on is the battery size. The Galaxy M35 came with a huge 6,000 mAh battery, which was a major selling point for long-lasting use, but Samsung hasn't officially confirmed the battery size for the M36 just yet. The big question is whether that massive battery can still fit inside this new slimmer frame, or if Samsung had to cut it down to save space. Now, here's where the design change is starting some debate. The front camera cutout has shifted from an infinity U layout, which is basically a small punch hole, to an infinity U shape that forms a small dip at the top of the screen. Some people feel this makes the phone look a little outdated, especially since punch hole designs feel more modern. But others argue that as long as the screen still looks sharp and vivid, the shape of the camera cutout doesn't really matter. The good news is that the display is still well protected with Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, so durability should not be a concern even if the design is slightly different. When it comes to price, Samsung hasn't revealed official numbers yet, but based on the pricing of the M35, the Galaxy M36 is expected to start around 20,000 Indian rupees, which is roughly 230 United States dollars or about 200 euros. The higher-end version might go up to 24,500 Indian rupees or around 280 United States dollars. The phone will be available for purchase on Amazon India and Samsung's own online store. Overall, it seems like Samsung is keeping things simple with the Galaxy M36. You're not getting big changes in speed, camera, or features, but the phone does look and feel better in hand, thanks to the slimmer body and color options. For someone who just wants a good mid-range phone with a big battery and dependable performance, this could still be a solid choice. But if you were expecting major upgrades, you might want to wait for the next model. So, what do you think? Are small design changes enough to make a phone feel new, or should Samsung have done more this time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if this video helped you out, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more simple and honest tech updates.
Have you ever seen a company leak its own products more than Samsung does? Because at this point, we already know most of what Samsung's planning to reveal in July. And it's not just new foldable phones. We're also talking new watches and maybe something totally unexpected. Let's break it all down. If you've been wondering what Samsung's next big thing looks like, we've got the answers, thanks to a new report that leaves very little to the imagination. We're talking about the upcoming Galaxy Z Flip 7, Z Flip 7 Fan Edition, Z Fold 7, Galaxy Watch 8, and Watch 8 Classic. And this isn't just some random rumor. This info comes from Roland Quant, a well-known and reliable source when it comes to early tech leaks. So let's look at what's coming soon, and why it might be Samsung's busiest event in years. Let's start with the Galaxy Z Flip 7 Fan Edition. This is expected to be a cheaper foldable that keeps the main features but trims down the extras. It'll come in black and white, and will likely follow the design and specs of the Galaxy Z Flip 5, rather than the newer Flip 6. Basically, a smarter way for more people to try foldables without paying flagship prices. It will reportedly offer 128 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes storage options. That clearly positions it as the budget option in the Flip series. Moving on to the regular Galaxy Z Flip 7. This model is dropping the 128 gigabytes base option and will now start at 256 gigabytes, with a second option at 512 gigabytes. That's great news for users who want more storage out of the box. RAM is expected to stay the same at 12 gigabytes no matter which storage you pick. Color-wise, we're expecting black, blue, and coral red. The coral red is the standout, as it wasn't available on the Z Flip 6. Then there's the Galaxy Z Fold 7, which will reportedly launch in black, silver, and a new color called Blue Shadow. The Blue Shadow could be this year's fresh alternative to the navy color we saw on the Fold 6. There's no confirmed storage info yet, and we don't know if there will be a 1 terabyte version. It's likely to offer 256 gigabytes and 512 gigabytes, but again, nothing official yet. Here's where it gets really interesting. This report also hints that Samsung might show off a tri-fold smartphone. That's right, a phone that folds twice. Think of it as a regular phone that can open up into something close to a small tablet. While it's not confirmed, just the mention of it is enough to grab attention. If it launches, this could be one of Samsung's most bold designs in years. Now, let's talk about smartwatches. The Galaxy Watch 8 is expected to come in 2 sizes, 40mm and 44mm, and in graphite, which is basically gray, and silver. The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic is said to launch in just one size, but will come in black and white. These models were recently spotted in leaked renders. Don't expect a huge design change, but we may see improvements on the inside, likely better battery life or smoother performance. And there's one more thing. A Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 might also appear at this event. It's Samsung's rugged watch, meant to compete with the Apple Watch Ultra. If it does show up, expect a tougher build, outdoor-friendly features, and possibly bigger battery capacity in milliampere hours. So to recap, here's what Samsung might drop in July. 3 foldables, Flip 7, Flip 7 FE, and Fold, 7 fresh colors and storage options. Galaxy Watch 8 and 8. Classic, maybe even a tri-fold phone, and the return of the watch. Ultra, we're not far from the official reveal, and based on what we already know, this event could be one of Samsung's most packed ever. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss more updates just like this. Thanks for watching. Imagine getting a new iPhone not just once a year, but twice. Sounds unusual, right?